Welcome to Tough Crowd. They just gave that guy, Imclone guy, Sam Waxel, 7 years in prison for insider trading. In real prison now. And I say that's still not enough. I say you got to give the white-collar criminals like this guy that rip off billions a choice. Either the death penalty or they work at Mickey D's the rest of their life. And they have to wear their McDonald's uniforms even when they're not working. All right? Yeah. So you know, and have a big Jamaican manager that yells at them all day and curses them out. Or make them work for somebody else who got their job through connections and influences like they did and just sits there on the phone like making them wait, like, relax, you know? Tyco, Enron, the top 10 Wall Street firms. We should be proud that our country's finally going after these bastards. That's why Bush's corporate tax cut is really dumb after all these scandals. It's supposed to go through the corporations to get to us. Yeah, they've really proven themselves to be trustworthy. That reminds me of somebody saying, hey man, I got that money for you. I told John the crackhead to take his cut and give you the rest. It's like, no, John's a crackhead. No, he'll take care of it. He's clean. Yeah. But these guys are going to real prison now. Do you understand? That's scary. Now Enron and Tyco will probably be the names of their cellmates. Well, should people who commit white-collar crimes serve in the same time and the same place as violent criminals? Dave.
Well, Carl, you know, if you put them in real jail, they're going to come out real mean and pumped up. I don't want my accountant to bend me over a table going, you need a 401k, biatch.
All right, Laurie.
Yeah, I think economic criminals should serve with violent offenders. White-collar guys just don't rape each other enough. And when they do, they call it making love, which isn't really scary.
All right, Keith.
Finally, this is what I'm talking about. Diversity in the penitentiary. This is what it's about. Prison is fun now. You can go to jail, get a financial plan, a blessing, and a football signed by your favorite player. I like that.
Jim.
I think it's a bunch of crap being done to pacify people who think that Caucasians don't get enough jail time. If they want to do something, they should go after real white-collar criminals who are sodomizing 10-year-old boys in a rectory.
Oh. Well, all right, guys. So we might as well sit down and, I don't know.
We're going to sit
I feel so uncomfortable. That's kind of weird.
Who was the missing link? What happened?
Now, Jim, do you really believe that these guys shouldn't go to jail for those atrocious acts of ripping off billions?
No, I said that they were complaining about Caucasians who get too much jail time. I didn't say they should be set free and given raises.
Oh, you're really in quite a spitfire mood today.
I'm sorry. I said that
So we just saw the Shawshank Redemption.
Well, they should go to prison for as long as possible. They affect a lot of people. My own parents went bankrupt. They lost their house. I told you that. And in fact, they were borrowing money from me until I changed my phone number.
Really?
See, I think like
boundaries. That's what it's all
Here's
about.
what I think. I think the only people happy to see them go to jail are people who've never been to jail. Like out of this cold crew, I've probably done the most time in penitentiary, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. See change.
No, but what I'm saying is I think that, you know, that problem's going to be when they try to watch a TV show. You know, it's got to be hard to turn off Girls Going Wild on TV to switch to Moneyline on CNN.
Neil Cavuto versus Jerry Springer. I know you people watching that.
I think Martha Stewart should go to jail, not only for insider trading, but for having hair like David Cassidy. I can't find one person who has any empathy for this wretched old bitch. There is just something nobody likes Martha. No, you don't.
Well, what you could do with doilies?
No, you don't.
I mean, come on.
That's a nice shirt if you're selling watches on 8th Avenue.
Slam dance.
I hate that look when you give. Like, that's so satisfying to you.
I know.
No,
And you know, he wanted to save that for Act 2. He wanted to save that bomb for Act 2, but he said, I gotta get him else coming after me.
they're angry at Martha and they don't like Hillary. They don't like older white women with power. It threatens you.
Yeah, that's what it is. They're terrifying. Yeah, Hillary is a who stayed married to a guy who banged everybody. Real strong woman. She stinks.
No. And if she had divorced him, then you would have said it's the typical Democrat who didn't believe in the family?
I would have had more respect for her for having some balls and standing up. Because if you had a friend that stayed with a guy who slept with 18-year-olds and got loads on the dress, you would say, leave him, stupid.
No,
but Hillary,
not if she could be president of the United States and you sleep with hookers. Why does she want your respect?
Wow. See, you should have
It's not that I'm threatened by Martha Stewart at all. It's nothing to do with being threatened. You're wrong. I understand what you're saying. That a lot of guys are threatened by that power. I'm not.
Yeah, it's
She
the
sucks.
only woman, and they go after her.
Martha Stewart does a cooking show. She's not a brilliant policymaker.
She's got more money than you. She's smarter than you are.
But she does what a woman should do. She cooks and shows us how to do it.
I just think that she won't do a day of time in jail. She won't.
But don't you think it's good that like these guys, these clone guys and Tycho guys, don't you think the whole country feels better when these guys do some heavy time, considering they rip off people's pensions, billions? I don't think the whole country's morale gets raised. Why?
They don't go after enough people. They're not going after a lot of the Enron people because they donated money to George Bush.
Oh, come on. Enron?
Yeah.
They're Bush's best friends.
His campaign.
Yeah, I know, and I'm saying they are going after Enron.
A few of them, but not everybody.
Yeah, but compared to the rest of the world, don't you think we take pains more to go after these guys than most people?
Compared to China? Yeah.
Compared to any other country, it's easy to say, oh, what we don't do, but don't you think we're better than everybody else at this?
I want us to be even better than them.
Well,
But like you said, Colin, what would be better for him? I mean, I don't think jail is good for him. Take all that money away from him. Make him move into the projects for 10 years at least.
Chain gangs.
There is something
Let them roll up those white sleeves and really get at it.
There is something satisfying knowing some $30 million a year scumbag is going to be saying yes, sir, to a 19-year-old crip doing time for armed robbery. There is a nice vibe to that.
Why is it even when you say that, there's a sexual tinge to it?
Yeah.
Probably 'cause I threw in the yes, sir.
I spent one night in prison. That's it. For some stuff. And I
What
found
about
out,
jail, though?
What for?
You're not counting jail.
What for some crazy stuff,
What'd
man.
you do, Keith?
I didn't do anything.
The white
It was
man
just
pressed him.
being a black man walking on a Tuesday,
America.
and they got me there.
Someone else's house.
No, you know what? Not to be cruel, but that's what we pay them for. Go ahead.
And some of your Irish cops, I had some problems with them, you son of a bitch.
Well, we have low self-esteem.
Well, you've heard about No Brother Tuesday, right? I mean,
They had that. Right. They had that in Philadelphia. They had a day called Kill a Nigger Day. That's
Really?
a real thing.
Did they
I swear
really?
to God, yes.
Wow.
I didn't see that on Insomniac. When's the last time you went to Philly?
That must be before 6.
Before 6. Okay, folks, you go rediscover yourself by watching the commercials, and we'll languish here. Languish? We'll be right back. Okay. I'm not a director. Could we get a quick shot of Norton, like, sitting there eating that strawberry like a gay Roman emperor? Look at him. He's a decadent Roman naughty emperor. All right. Taxes on alcohol and cigarettes are constantly on the rise, and now in today's paper, they're proposing taxing fast food, calling it sin tax. They always go after the vice things, because they know they'll meet no resistance. It's not going to be like the Boston Tea Party where they threw all the tea off the harbor. I used to be a smoker. If I threw my cigs in the water, then at the next minute you change your mind, you jump in after them 2 seconds later. It's hard to get people who are smoking and drinking pissed off. They're like, hey, we're raising the prices to $7. $7? Yeah, why? You wouldn't want to protest? No, but it's messed up. I'll pay it, but here. No, Dave, should there be a sin tax, first of all?
Being a chain smoker like myself, every time I buy a pack, I'm thinking, for another $2, I could be smoking crack. Sorry. But yeah, I can see them doing it to raise cash, and I think it should not just be bad behavior, but also annoying behavior. Like, every time you say, you go, girl, you should owe me $1. Talk to the hand, that's $2 right there.
Well, you know what? They shouldn't be taxing income at all. The government should get all of its money from sales tax, and then we should sell everything, like sex and drugs and uppity Negroes.
Wow. I think Margaret Mead over here has a point.
I don't know what to say to that one. That sounded real.
She's right about the women, man, about selling. I believe prostitution should be legal and you should tax it. I mean, we already have a legalized form of prostitution. It's called hot chicks marrying old men.
Well, even the 50 years, so
even the crowd couldn't really think of that as like a maverick thought.
I thought it would get like a little chuckle.
It was okay, but it was a little old school, don't you think?
Well, all right.
They always tax things that aren't necessary, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I just want to get one in before I hear a shirt comment.
I had a boot comment coming.
Oh, you really? Okay. Well, Star Trek's coming back. And, I want to be ready.
Great shoes for Jew stomping.
Thank you. Have another piece of fruit over there, Remaster.
Somebody's coming in.
Marcus Aurelius. Yeah, what?
Well, they tax things that aren't necessary, like you said, whatever, booze, cigarettes, porn. But I think they should also tax vanity things. Like, if they tax nose jobs and, like, breast jobs, I mean, really, just between Long Island and L.A., we'd, like, have a whole balanced budget. And we could take on the Syrians like we're supposed to. So, is that tomorrow?
But if you don't drink and you don't smoke like me, then who cares?
Then you're boring. There should be a tax on that. Get with the program, sister. Come on and climb this tree. What do you think?
All right, what about this one? Tobacco companies are suing a national ad campaign because they say the commercials unfairly target the tobacco executives. Look at this.
That makes me want to smoke.
See how the infants avoid secondhand smoke? At some point, they begin to crawl. But what about these ads? Do you think, first of all, are they really going to change public opinion? Second of all, you know who pays for these? The tobacco company. The world is so corporatized that even people that attack corporations have to get funded by corporations to attack them.
Now you're
what
talking.
do you think?
I thought that was an independent film, personally. Some kind of French retro, something about a dorm room with suicide. I don't know. Car that talks. I don't know.
I don't like. They really target young women and try to make them think that if they start smoking, they'll be thin. And women need to get the message that the best way to maintain your weight is to exercise and vomit.
Good
Because then you don't get the crow's feet.
She's got a point there.
If they want to stop, go ahead, man.
No, well, I just say like with certain ads, you don't need to. People going to smoke no matter what because they're addicted to it. You don't need to see ads and go, oh, I got to stop. If you're addicted, you're going to keep going.
What I'm saying, the point is, tobacco companies are complaining that these things make them out to be evil and making all these quotes, but they're paying for them. So do you think that it's kind of strange to pay for something? Isn't it kind of weird? They're paying to make themselves look evil. Should they be allowed to say, hey, man, take it easy on us. Just attack the product. Hate the game, not the player, as you said this afternoon.
Yes, I did. Well, they're vilifying the tobacco companies, and that's what I was trying to say before you just went into that long-winded but brilliant explanation. I think that they're attacking the wrong thing. That's not going to make teenagers not smoke by attacking the tobacco companies. If you want to stop teenagers from smoking, show a guy that looks like me banging a model in the bathroom at Suede while her boyfriend's outside having a cigarette.
Wow. Where's the gum?
Let me tell you something.
That's a fiction movie.
That is, whatever else it was. I don't know where he got that reference. That's square just like me. He doesn't know any new clubs. He must have called somebody up and said, hey, Artie, what's a hot club? He's not sitting there like, Suede, ooh. Enjoy this selection of short films intended to stimulate commerce, and we'll be right back. Folks, hip-hop is getting repetitive. It started with bragging, it got semi-political, and now it's back to bragging. They need new management. So Russell, P. Diddy, Suge, that's right, I said Suge, there's a void, and I'm planning to fill it. What you're going to see is a behind-the-scenes look at the making of the next hip-hop superstars. I met Dave, my assistant. He was a FedEx driver outside my therapist's office. I've been going to therapist. I'm semi-medicated. I wouldn't say heavily compared to some people in that place, but I decided to move in to make some big money because I've been in the business a long time, but let's face it, I don't have a dime to my name. How much longer can I be in front of the camera? Even I'm sick of my voice. So I've decided to go into management. That's where the money is. But I got to be a little tough, folks. There's an ugly side to it. Yeah, when you're the boss, you get ugly. You want drama, fellas? Drama's downstairs next to children's books. This is true crime. You look up drama in the dictionary, it's between drunk and your mama. Now listen to me. Anybody think I'm here for the money? I'll break this right now. I'm not about the Benjamins. All right.
Don't break that. Hey, listen.
Look, we're gonna do my lyrics. You're gonna know what pain is really all about.
Yoga. You wrote these?
I didn't write them, they came out of me.
Yo, you better bring your best, and don't forget your vest. Bring your machine gun nest. You can be my guest. You hear pop, pop, pop from my Smith & West. And you think I'm crazy? Nah, I'm just Kafkaesque. An existence to crisis and a drop depressed.
Yo, I still win the set, and then I hop the net, and like the French would say,
woo, rain regret.
Yo, I'm feeling indecisive like a melancholy Dane. Iller than the Bronte sisters. I got toxic shame. You wanna trip and you're gonna slip and say something with your lip that you should have zipped? Yo, your panic's Titanic, so pay your premiums to hip and get back to therapy before that childhood iceberg crashes into your ship.
What? Hey, yo, you shot this one. You got this gun. You symbolically kill who? Your father or the son? You talk about annihilation like you think you a killer. It looks like quite desperation. T.S. Eliot meets Arthur Miller. Trying to invade you, body snatcher. When you point your gun, all you do is point your fingers right back at you. So then who's the pitcher and who's the catcher?
What in the? Because you got issues from years of misuse. Because nobody kissed you and everybody dissed you. So now you need a good cry, son. Hand them a tissue. But there are hands to help you like the great God Vishnu. And so you tell your crew, your baby boo, that if you're killing me, then you're really killing you.
Inside.
I should beat you with your unresolved sexuality, but you probably wouldn't dare. I'd leave you unconscious, but you're already there.
What?
Okay, no doubt. You imply I'm gay, that sounds more like projection. You probably watch my videos with a semi-erection. But that isn't me. I ain't gonna judge if you packing heat or you really packing fudge.
I say you talk like a scholar. And you got a wrinkled collar. I hear your empty ass holler. You think you're Gustav Mahler? Gustav Mahler. Gustav Mahler. Gustav Mahler. Gustav Mahler.
But you ain't had a hit since Eric in Paris made Dollar. Yo, you sound unhappy trying to keep it real. If rappers were playwrights, you'd be Eugene O'Neill.
All right. That's
Eugene
beautiful,
O'Neill.
fellas. It's a journey of self-discovery. I think we all felt the way I felt at the end of that. Cleansed and purified by some literate rap. We need a name. We're talking about maybe ambivalence. We're not sure yet, but we're doing an online vote, so vote for the name if you like, or don't vote, or vote for Ruben, or vote for Clay. Doesn't really matter. We have gigs at the self-help seminars coming up. You might go to the Tough Crowd website if you'd like to see the band and get rid of some of your issues that obviously you have. So we'll be right back after this message. Pamela Anderson is not only an accomplished television and film actress, now she's launched a new wake-up service featuring her own morning messages. What celebrity would you want to wake each of you up, and what would they say every morning? Dave Attell?
My wake-up call would be, hi, this is Kelly and Justin, winners of last season's American Idol, and stars of the upcoming movie From Justin to Kelly. It's time to get up. What, you don't believe it's us? Well, look out the window. You see the chick on the cell phone and that guy with the afro collecting cans? It's us! Hey, can we sleep in your car tonight?
All right, Keith Robinson.
I wouldn't have a female celebrity because I probably would never want to wake up. If I really wanted to wake up, I would have O.J. Simpson call my house. Yo, this is the juice. Get your punk ass out of bed before I come over and put my Bruno Magdalenis up your ass. And you remember, if the shoe fits, we gotta quit.
All right, Laurie Kilmartin.
Why?
You got greedy.
Well, if there's anyone who can get a depressed drunk out of bed, it's America's first enabler, Laura Bush. Rise and shine, Laurie. If I can get George to the White House and the twins to college, surely I can get you to the Colin Quinn show. It looks like your hands are shaking. Why don't you take a quick sip of that Stoli? It's under the bed next to the ding-dongs and the picture of your ex-boyfriend. Now, are last night's panties still in your purse? Let's put those on real quick and get up slow, sweetie, because I think there's a penis in your ear.
All right. James Norton.
My first choice would probably be Magic Johnson. He could call you at 7:15 and tell you that if you don't get out of bed, he's going to come over and bleed on you at 7:16.
Is that it?
No, I'm going to try to follow that one because I think another fine choice would be our own Colin Quinn, because what makes you want to get out of bed more than a middle-aged creep stuttering and bumbling through sentences, sounding like Benicio del Toro after a stroke? That's it.
Well, maybe we should read the thing you decided to cut out wisely at the end. I do realize that is in poor taste. Technically, Colin's not a celebrity. It stunk.
Well, I wouldn't have read it with that lack of. We both should just.
Go ahead. All right, here's the celebrity wake-up call. The show's over. Good night.